Oh, champ. Run up these likes, run up these likes, run up these likes. It appears that people are saying, oh, Pusha T and Jay-Z appear to be in the Epstein Files. Now, I'm going to read this madness because something is very fishy about this. I ain't going to lie. Off top, I'm saying it's fishy. It looks crazy. Jay-Z and Pusha T in the Epstein Files. Now, how is that possible, champ? I'm going to read these things to you. I need you to make sure you're hitting the like. I need you to make sure you're sharing the video as well, champs. This doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to be honest. All right, but let's get into the madness, shall we? It says Jay-Z and Pusha T named in Epstein Files posted on the DOJ website. Alleged victim claims she was abducted and woke up in a room with Harvey Weinstein. Jay-Z, Pusha T is listed as an alleged handler, champ. Yeah, what is this, champ? I don't know about this one, gang. I don't know about this. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Listen, I am no expert, but we gonna take a look at this madness, all right? And it says that Jay-Z and Pusha T are the latest celebrities to be named in the Epstein Files. In the newest release of documents, you can see Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, listed on the Department of Justice website if you conduct an Epstein File search. According to the document, 1996, a victim claims she was abducted from her home by a man and remembers waking up in a room with Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z. The document goes on to mention Weinstein allegedly sticking his fingers in victim, but there is no additional mention of Jay-Z's involvement in that incident. Well, first of all, if this is 1996, you do realize Jay-Z wasn't even popping yet, right? You do realize Jay-Z isn't even on the scene yet, right? So you're lying. How could it be possible for Hov to be on this sad list at all when there's clearly no hit records from Jay-Z yet? 1996 was when Reasonable Doubt came out. Jay-Z didn't even pop off till like 97, by the way. If you know anything about hip-hop, you know Jay-Z didn't even pop off in 96. So how in the world is this even remotely possible? How does this actually make sense? But wait, there's more, gang. Yeah, it says Pusha T, on the other hand, was identified as a handler in 2007, according to the document. The victim also claimed that in 2006, she was at a party with Harvey Weinstein and Pusha T, and that Pusha T allegedly doped her up. Allegedly. Harvey Weinstein was with Jay-Z and Pusha T, allegedly. Well, I'm going to say this right now. Harvey Weinstein didn't know Jay-Z in 1996 because Jay-Z didn't pop off in 1996. He wasn't even relevant, like Uncle Dot says. 1996? Jay wasn't even relevant enough to be in such certain facts. Nigga, Jay wasn't even Jay yet. Hov wasn't even Hov yet. Reasonable Doubt didn't pop off until a year or two later, because everybody in New York wasn't really digging Jay-Z coming in with the suits and all that. That wasn't the wave. Jay-Z had to create that wave, and that wave had to catch steam. So how in the world are you saying Hov did anything? Hov didn't do nothing, gang. Hov is innocent because Hov in 96 wasn't even anybody yet. Biggie was out. Biggie was popping, but Hov was not, champ. Hov was not popping yet. Now, the following year, you get these Lives and Times albums and all that, different story. But in 1996, Harvey Weinstein didn't even know who the hell Jay-Z was. And Jay-Z might not even know who he was. So, again, this doesn't make sense due to the timeline is a complete lie. Just like they lied and said that Drewski was with Diddy at such and such a year when Drewski wasn't even anybody yet. You understand what I'm saying? So where are these weird lies coming from? And why are there 3 million pages of this so-called list that I have absolutely no real trust in because it doesn't make sense? As for Pusha T in 2007, yeah, the clips already popped off, But what relationship does Pusha have with Harvey Weinstein? And what relationship does Hove have with Harvey Weinstein? Doesn't make sense. Especially the Jay-Z one. The Jay-Z thing don't make any sense. You feel me? But yes, we do gotta run the likes up. I ain't gonna hold you. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. But this is crazy, man. And I know people are gonna try to act like this is something real. But if you're smart, you know this is a bunch of nonsense. If you're smart, you know that this is nonsense. You know it. Which would also mean that maybe the other stories are also nonsense, because clearly this ain't the only lies that we hearing. But I'm gonna just say that this is cap. And anybody that knows better knows that this is cap. Now, of course, there's gonna be people who say, hey, this is real. You're an idiot. You're not the smartest light bulb in the box, and that's okay. I guess you're not supposed to be that bright, champ. And that's okay too. Feel me? But come on, bro. This is clearly a lie. This isn't real. None of this is real. This is cap, gang. This is cap. I promise you it's cap. Like, this is cap, gang. Respectfully. This is cap, champ. Trust the mail. Or, champ, who's lying like this? Gang, somebody's capping. I'm just gonna be honest about the situation, y'all. This ain't real. Nigga, 1996, Hove was a nobody. What are you talking about? Nobody knew who Hove was. Hove wasn't even rich yet. You heard? But hey, apparently, people gonna think that this is true. Now, I'm gonna run through some of the comments in the back. You feel me? People are saying Pusha T as a handler makes me not believe this whole story. First of all, how in the world is somebody like Pusha T even a handler? Nigga, who the hell is Pusha T? No disrespect to Pusha T, but Pusha T's not a big artist. He's never been a big artist. Has he had some hits? Sure. Did he make the I'm Loving It jingle for McDonald's? Sure. But please understand that Pusha T is not that big to be anybody's so-called handler, nigga. Pusha T not even that goddamn rich to be somebody's handler, nigga. Who the hell is Pusha T? Don't got $100 million. Maybe he has $10 million, but Pusha T ain't that rich neither. He's rich, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the nigga ain't got no goddamn bread, but nigga, he ain't that big. Pause. You can't ask the average person about Pusha T and expecting them to know who the hell he is, champ. Understand? So if you ain't got that type of clout or what have you, I don't see where the handler nonsense is coming from. You dig? We just gotta be real about the situation, because to be honest, this is a bunch of cap, gang. If you're watching this, I'm telling you it's cap, nigga. This don't even make sense. The timelines don't make sense. 1996, nigga, 1996, nobody know who Jay-Z was. New York barely knew who he was. So how the hell the world know? How Harvey Weinstein know a nobody? So a random nobody, there's no Harvey Weinstein all of a sudden. Let's do simple math, because that don't make sense. Ladies and gentlemen, this is cap. Ladies and gentlemen, I say this is cap. Now, again, you're going to have your insane bozos who thinks that this is real. Right? You're going to have your bozos. You're going to have the, I know Jay-Z. Because, you know, Jay-Z got haters, so this is a perfect time for Hove haters to just randomly jump in the mix and say, I told you guys he was sick. Oh, word? So what he did then? Because even in this foolish documentation here, it says that there's no documentation of Hove even doing anything in the alleged act. So they said Harvey Weinstein did something, but Hove didn't do it. Yo, this is nonsense. This is a random attack for whoever they want to attack. I don't know who's making these files and what have you, but they ain't the smartest, because how you gonna call Pusha T a handler? And how you gonna say Jay-Z in 1996 knew Harvey Weinstein, bro? That doesn't make sense, nigga. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, man. But let's get to these comments, man. Black McBain, they won't actually release the real files. They try to mix in the real and the fake, so when the nasty truth comes out, we don't know what's real. Maybe. To be honest, I don't really care about these files, gang. These files don't mean nothing to me, but apparently they mean something to other people who don't need to be worried about said files. Because guess what? Even if we knew who was doing what are you going to do about these supposed individuals? What are you going to do? Huh? You're not going to do nothing. If these files were real, or if these files come out or not, what are you going to do about it? Huh, champ? You're not going to do anything. They're not going to get punished. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen to those guys. So you might as well just not care. Yeah, you shouldn't care. What are you gonna do about it? You're not gonna do nothing, gang. Seriously, go live your life. Some of y'all are looking crazy out here, champ. You need to do something about your life. You worried about the Epstein files, nigga. The so-called files, right? This is what you worried about. I really don't even give two issues about these files. I'm gonna keep it a G-stack with you, gang. You heard? I don't care. You know, I got a life to live, nigga. I got goals. Maybe you should make some goals, champ. Yeah, that's what you do. Worry about accomplishing something, man. Your life ain't lifing right now. Your life ain't doing stuff. So now you worried about the Epstein files. Nigga, what? I'll be damned if I'm worried about some files that don't got nothing to do with me, that I can't do nothing about. It's an uncontrollable situation that nobody's gonna do anything about. You feel me? Like, what are we even doing here? Salute to Southside Demon Time, who says they'll put anything on anybody for a story. Nigga, this is clout. They clout chasing. I'm saying it. These niggas is clout chasing. Yeah, I said it. Tay Boogie said, what's good, man? Love the show, champ. Keep doing the damn thing. Salute to you. You heard? Make sure you up them likes, though. You heard? You gotta up them goddamn likes. You dig? All champ, they out here capping on Hove and Pusha minding his business. They're trying to get Pusha canceled, nigga. Ain't the Clips trying to get these Grammy awards soon? I mean, the Grammys is next month. 2 days will be February, and the Grammys ain't far behind. Y'all trying to mess up the Clips at the Grammys, trying to get them canceled, trying to say Pusha was a handler and all that. Y'all trying to make sure the Clips don't get no awards, gang. Nasty work. They had a solid album, champ. I don't want to see the Clips have to suffer for lies, for false allegations, champ. Pusha and Malice put out some tough projects last year, gang. And now y'all trying to lie on Push. Nasty work. I'm my jacket. And then you clearly lying on Hove because you got a false allegation on Hove. Meanwhile, you have no recollection or so-called account of Hove ever doing anything to anyone. So how is it supposed to make sense? And people are peeping. It's not just me saying this. Everyone's saying, nah, this cap, because it don't make sense. The math not mathing, gang. Calling Pusha T a handler is crazy, nigga. Pusha T ain't nobody to be a handler. Pusha T was the handler. Nigga, that don't make sense. Pusha T is a handler. That don't make any sense whatsoever. That's like calling Lloyd Banks a handler. Like, you see how that don't make sense? That doesn't make any sense. You feel me? Like, what are we talking about here? Lloyd Banks was a handler. A handler of what? Stop the cap. We don't believe this. You feel me? Come on, gang. This is nasty work, man. What we talking about here, man? Next thing you know, gonna say the mayor was a handler. Nigga, I'm not rich. I can't handle anything, champ. Now, have I handled some BBLs in the past? Sure, champ. Yeah, that's true. That's true, champ. But anything else? Nah, I ain't handled nothing else. I don't know Harvey Weinstein, champ. You might as well blame me now. Because, champ, respectfully, yeah, I don't know about all that. You did? You might as well blame anybody at this point. Dut says this is all a distraction. There is something more significant that's happening or will happen soon. I agree, champ, because this don't make good sense. Like, this was a last minute distraction. Like, somebody just threw this one together. Like, this is slop, gang. Like, this ain't a real story. Like, you could have lied a little bit better than this. You could have lied a little bit better than this. You could have did better cap than this. You could have made it a new era cap. But this cap ain't a name brand on it. Yeah, this cap has no branding on it. There's no branding on the cap. This cap don't got a new era logo on it, champ. This ain't an official cap. You ain't cap good enough. This cap don't matter. You ain't got no team on this cap. This cap is a blank cap. You heard? No team, no logo, no sticker, no brim. It's missing a brim. The cap ain't got a brim on it, nigga. It looked like a yarmulke low key. Yeah, the cap looked like a yarmulke, gang. It ain't got no brim on it, champ. It ain't got no new era logo. This is a lie. Y'all capping. You heard? Oh, champ. Eloquence says this is a kufi. It's a kufi, champ. It ain't cap, it's kufi. See, man, we can't call it cap no more. Niggas is kufi in that. See, a kufi is a bad lie. It's a lie that don't work, champ. See, we gotta make new terminologies now, because niggas is lied in a bad way. This ain't cap, it's kufi. Nigga overly lied. Like, you ain't just lie, you overly lied, nigga. You overly capped. Meaning, this ain't really a hat all the way. Yeah, it ain't a hat, but it's headwear though. It ain't cap, but it's headwear. It's headwear for sure. It's just ain't got a logo on it. It ain't got a team on it. Yeah, that's a fact. This don't make no sense, champ. We gotta make sense of this, but apparently sense can't be made, champ. Sense can't be made. Yeah, this is a kufi. You ain't cap, you kufi, champ. Yeah, you kufiing, champ. This ain't even cap no more. You kufiing, champ. It ain't cap no more, it's kufi. Yeah, y'all niggas kufi, you heard? Yeah, there's capping and then there's kufiing, champ. You kufi, you heard? You lied. It ain't no longer a hat, gang. The hat ain't got a brim attached to it, you heard? You got you a leather kufi, nigga. Oh, champ. You got a leather kufi like you part of the Black Panthers and all that. Yeah, champ. You heard? Oh, champ. Southside Demon Time says, why would they make this up? I don't know, gang. Somebody got lazy. They got mad lazy. Said, oh, they believe anything. We just gonna throw this one out there. This is slop, nigga. This is slop. This is like a woman giving her husband applesauce with french fries for dinner. Nasty work. And at that point, you should divorce her. A DV wouldn't be a bad thing in that situation, because giving somebody applesauce with fries is a violent act. That might actually be a DV within itself. If you were to respond in a physical manner to your wife giving you applesauce with french fries, would you be wrong? Because she did violence first, because that's a violent act as far as I'm concerned, champ. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Applesauce with fries is violence, champ. She tried to smoke you. That's like a toxic meal, gang. Yeah, that's a toxic meal. You can't put that together, champ. Feel me? Like, imagine you get fries with applesauce. That's a crime, champ. Yeah, you tried to smoke me. This is like putting bleach in a meal or something. Mystery Monk with the $5 in town taxes says the recording quality in Little St. James Studios is excellent. I'm just saying. Oh, champ. What did you trying to say, gang? You saying you been to that island? Well, why was you at that island? Kanye said that he know niggas at that island. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, champ. It might be you, gang. Salute you for paying them town taxes, don't keeping the IRS off your back. But I think niggas is lying, gang. Oh, champ. It's no longer capping. They koofying, champ. Yeah, they koofy. Nigga, like, what's this? Nigga, this not even a good lie. You lied too hard. You did a try hard lie. Yeah, this is a try hard cap. I ain't gonna lie. This is a hard cap. This is the cap you wear when you play baseball and you about to go up to bat. You know you gotta wear that protective hat. That's hard. Like, you gotta wear a stiff hat, nigga, above your hat so you don't get hit in the face with that ball just in case. You gotta wear a protective hat helmet. It's like a cap helmet. It's a helmeted cap you gotta wear when you go up to bat. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the baseball players gotta wear. This is that cap. Like, you overly cap. Like, you a try hard cap. You actually a very a solid cap, champ. Yeah. The cap that you just did got a seatbelt attached to it, champ. Yeah. There's a belt buckle on this cap, gang, and it's not a snapback, nigga. Nah, it ain't a snapback. It's a belt buckle attached to this cap, gang. Yeah. Y'all niggas capped way too hard, champ. Cause this don't make no sense, gang. This don't make no sense. Mystery Monk said this is a Tubi original movie lie. Yeah, the writers for Tubi movies made this one, champ. Yeah, who hired these niggas? They not good. This yellow journalism is no longer yellow, gang. It's orange journalism now, champ. Yeah, that's spoiled cheese, gang. Spoiled. This is like making a pizza with spoiled cheese, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Y'all just made pizza with expired cheese, gang. Nasty word. It smelled good though, but it's still expired cheese, gang. You heard? Y'all put enough garlic to overshadow the stench of that cheese. Y'all put enough garlic and red peppers on that pizza to overshadow the stench of that expired cheese, champ. This is crazy. Oh, champ. Hummingbird says, I'm not shocked by the Jay-Z, but Terrence Thornton, what in the F? Yeah, I'm not shocked that they would mention Jay-Z, but they're also lying because 1996, Hove was a nobody. Hove wasn't even popping yet in 1996, so they lying. It's still cap. I know some of y'all hate Hove for whatever dumbass reason, because you don't really got a reason to hate this nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, though. Southside Demon Time said they ain't have nothing better else to do. That's a fact, though. Because what's this? This don't even make sense. Dunn says it's a distraction and deflection at the same time. The real files will never come to light because it implicates powerful people and, most importantly, agencies. Forget about these files. Yeah, yo, listen, like I said earlier, right? Who gives a damn about these files? Because I don't give it two. I give not two dumps about this file. I don't care about these files. And you know why? Because guess what? Even if the files were to come out, what are you going to do about it? You're not going to do nothing. You're not going to do nothing. You're going to get your ass up. You're going to go to goddamn work and clock in like everyone else, champ. Yeah, that's what you're going to do. You're not doing nothing about these files. Nothing. I don't care how many marches niggas do. I don't care how many goddamn picket fence residues you leave in the goddamn street. Nothing will happen. There's no repercussions, champ. It's an evil world. Accept it, champ. It ain't got nothing to do with you, though. The world is evil. Yeah. Did you know that, champ? Yeah. Bad things happen every day. Yeah, some of the worst and most heinous things possible is happening right now. And there's nothing you can do, champ. Nothing. Facts. Accept life for what it is, champ. Oh, champ. Richard Hampton says someone is really mad to come up with lies like this. They got too much time on their hands. Or they got a burger in their hands and they getting lazy because they got the itis, nigga. That's what's happening. Nigga had one too many cheese sticks from Domino's, nigga. One too many cheesy breads. They got the itis there. So I'm gonna put anything. I'm just gonna type up some nonsense and hopefully it sticks. Yeah, nigga, you had one too many cheesy breads from Domino's, nigga. You ordered 2 boxes of cheesy breads and fell asleep in your computer chair and said, here's one. Yeah, you just threw up the slop, gang. You just threw slop, gang. Word. Oh, chant. Dunn says these files are AI slop. Yo, look, salute to Grok and all that. One of the worst AI engines known to man. Y'all used Grok. Y'all could have used Gemini. Gemini's way better, but you used Grok. You use some trash like Grok, man. They probably ain't even use Grok. They probably use Meta, and Meta is trash AI too. You probably use Meta. Whatever these bum AI engines that's not good, nigga. Gemini is the perfect engine. But whatever engine y'all use, garbage, not good. Had to be Grok. You use the Twitter, you definitely use the Twitter version of Grok. Free trial edition, nigga. Use a very free trial type of AI here, chat. This was garbage. You heard? Hummingbird said, I'm just here because I'm nosy. The last 2 years has been interesting. The boys are fighting. I guess so, champ. Old Bees Knees says irony is Jay-Z dropped Reasonable Doubt in 96. Crazy enough, when Reasonable Doubt came out in 96, nobody actually cared that it came out. It took about a year or two for Reasonable Doubt to even get any motion. That's a fact. When Reasonable Doubt first came out, nigga, nobody knew who Jay-Z was. And niggas in New York thought Jay-Z was corny because he was wearing suits on his album cover. He was the only nigga to do that. But guess what? Later down the line, Jay-Z became a household name, and Reasonable Doubt did become a classic album. But it didn't happen in 1996. Some years had to pass by for Reasonable Doubt to be considered a classic album. Facts. And that's Ho's first album. So what the hell makes somebody think in 1996, when Jay-Z was an absolute nobody and no one actually knew, that the nigga was with Harvey Weinstein? Doesn't make sense. The nigga wasn't even a millionaire yet. In 96, Hov was not a millionaire. But all of a sudden, he was with Harvey Weinstein, allegedly doing stuff. And Pusha T's a handler in 2007, nigga. In 2007, nigga, people barely knew who the hell Pusha T was. Grinding came out like 3 years before 2007, or 2 years before 2007. Niggas talking about Pusha T's a goddamn handler. Nigga, when? What are you saying? Nasty work. Oh, champ. Y'all not capping no more. Y'all koofying, nigga. This is koofy. This ain't even cap. There's no brim on this hat. This hat don't got a brim. This headwear ain't new era, nigga. This is not new era headwear, champ. There ain't no team on the cap, yeah. There's no logo on the cap. It's a koofy, nigga. Y'all tried hard, but y'all failed miserably. Word. Yeah, champ. Nasty work. Why would you cap like this? This is the worst lie ever because it doesn't make sense. At least lie and make it believable. Listen, I would have respected a believable lie, but this lie is not even, there's no effort in this. This lie has zero effort. No effort was put into this lie. Grinding came out in 2002. Well, champ, listen, I'm a couple years behind on my assessments, champ. Okay? 5 years before 2007 Grinding came out. Nasty work. You feel me? Oh, champ. Uncle Dust says, y'all want me to believe Pusha was a handler in 2007? Oh, champ. Nigga, listen. That's like believing the top meal at goddamn Ruth's Chris is a grilled cheese sandwich. That's the same thing. That's like believing that a grilled cheese sandwich is the top meal at Ruth's Chris. What are we talking about here, gang? Oh yeah, and by the way, you know the best meal at Ruth's Chris is a grilled cheese sandwich. Did you know that, champ? Nigga, they don't even sell grilled cheeses at Ruth's Chris. Did you know that, champ? Oh, well, champ, you have a point. I know, champ, because they don't sell that. It's like them selling a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the goddamn menu, champ. Yeah, that deserves about 18 Michelin stars too, by the way. Yeah, champ. Aqua Lover says Pusha don't even got that kind of connection for. That's what I'm saying. That's what the man's been trying to say the whole time. Yeah, oh champ, niggas. And they sell PB&Js at Ruth's Chris, by the way. Oh, really, champ? Yeah. 18 Michelin stars worth of PB&J. Oh, champ, really, champ? You don't say? Yeah, champ. Nasty work. Uncle Does says Ruth's Chris grilled cheese may be epic if they had one though. There have to be some spare ribs in the grilled cheese. We gotta put, like spare ribs and mushrooms and all types of other preservatives in the meal. Like, all right, that's a good grilled cheese. That's some pretty gourmet grilled cheese there, champ. I understand, champ. You know ball, champ. You know ball. Yeah, champ. Nasty work. Mystery Monk says maybe Jay-Z and Ancient Aliens were working with Pusha T. You know what, champ? You might be right. You might have a point. If you have enough, if you take enough edibles, or if you smoke enough, champ, these things may make sense in your brain, champ. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, champ, they out here capping, gang. The lie. Oh, champ, nasty work. Listen, gang. This is madness. Is all the man gotta say about this is madness. What we talking about? This doesn't make good sense. Okay, I'ma just say that. Listen. If you're new to the channel, I need you to make sure you subscribe to the Mayor Gang. If you're brand new to the Mayor's channel, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't smashed the like, I'm advising you to hit the like before we get the hell up out of here, gang. Can we please up the goddamn likes, gang? Up these likes, all champ. Can we up the likes, though? They out here really capping like this is crazy, gang. I'm mad. See, the only reason I'm mad is because they didn't lie good enough. Like, they could have lied better than this. You could have at least lied better. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you could have lied better than this, Chad. You could have capped better. You could have put more effort in this lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's this? Oh yeah, Chip. Jay-Z and Pusha T was a handler. Oh really, really, Chip? I'm supposed to believe that. Okay. Yeah, all right, Chip. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. That's like a Tubi movie being #1 on the box office. You heard? That's like one of those African renditions of Tupac. You know how them African niggas be making Tupac remake movies? Like, they got movies in Africa about Tupac. That's like one of those movies being #1 in the box office everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got goddamn a Wimbleway. We got Tupac starring a Wimbleway. #1 in the box office. I'm supposed to just believe that. You could have lied a little better, man. I'm supposed to believe we have Tupac Shakur, a Wimbleway, starring the one and only a Wimbleway. Nigga, what? Don't believe that. Yeah, that's cap, nigga. You over there cap. This don't make sense, man. Oh, shit. Niggas got the Tupac Shakur movie starring goddamn a Wimbleway. Oh, shit. Yeah, y'all niggas believe that, huh, Chim? Yeah, we just supposed to believe this madness. Niggas will say the worst lie possible, nigga. That's like putting spinner rims on a goddamn airplane. That's clearly a lie right here. Oh, this airplane got spinner rims on it. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense, nigga. That doesn't make any sense. It's like saying you got a first class flight on a goddamn train. That doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Come on, gang. Oh, y'all got first class seats on a bus, on a Greyhound. You got first class seats on a Greyhound. Amazing, Chan. How does that work? You got airfare on a Greyhound. Make it make sense. This is the same type of lie. You could have did better, nigga. That's like finding hot ravioli in a bag of Cheetos, nigga. It's like opening a bag of Cheetos and seeing ravioli in there. You feel me? Like, that's stupid. That doesn't make sense. Imagine you open a bag of chips and you find ravioli in there, steaming hot. But when you picked the bag up, it wasn't warm though. But when you open that bag of chips, there was warm ravioli in there. You see how that don't make any goddamn sense, champ? Come on, bro. Stupid. Oh, they said they had 3 million files. In order for you to have 3 million pages of files, it only means you use AI to do it. So these are all AI files. Is basically the conclusion we have to come to, because this is clearly cat. This is clearly a lie. This clearly doesn't make any goddamn sense at all. At all, Chan. Is bigger than cap. It's Kofi, nigga. You Kofi, nigga. This ain't real. Oh, champ. But look. Do the man a favor and up these likes when the video is over. Make sure you hype the video up, all right? Hype the video. You dig this? Because this is crazy, gang. This is why this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I'm just being honest about the situation, gang. We just gotta be real about the situation, you dig? But look, hype the video, like the video. If you're new to the man's channel, make sure you subscribe. Join the man's Discord link, I believe, is in the description or what have you. But one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the mayor, the one and only mayor, New York Mayor F. Mom Donnie, and you rocking with the Tam favorite Showface News of Spit Gotham. You already know what the Tam say about it all times. We up out of here, gang. Salute.